This is the Hypothetically Sound podcast,
hosted by Alec, Randy, and Xavier,
where we take a hypothetical look at the world around us,
exploring the what-ifs, maybes, and how comes.
Join in on the unfiltered, raw, and real conversations
as we explore the world around us. Welcome back to Hypothetically Sound. Hope you guys are having a good day. It is Halloween for us. I don't know what day it is for you while you're listening, but we are excited to talk about some spooky stuff because, you know, it's a great day. Everybody loves Halloween, and if you don't, you're a weirdo, and it's okay, though.
Happy Halloween.
To be weird. It's a day to be weird. So I thought we'll just do some fun, you know, talk about some spooky stuff, talk about some upcoming horror movies because we love horror movies, and just talk about our experiences with the paranormal. So, Alec.
What's up?
Let's start off with a question.
Okay, yeah, for sure, man.
A scenario.
Okay,
so there was a trend on TikTok and YouTube and stuff like that where people would run from Michael Myers.
Yeah.
So they would start at their driveway and have to run from someone pretending to be Michael Myers, unlock the door and get in. Do you think you could do it?
No. I have stubby legs and I am fat. And it is a struggle to run.
I was thinking more along the lines of how you struggle to unlock our door.
I have to unlock the door?
Yeah, you have to unlock the door.
I'm going to be real with you. I'm going to keep it a buck with you, right?
Mm-hmm.
In this scenario, I ain't running at home. I'm running open field where I can see the motherfucker slowly walk towards me. Because, like, you get in your house, he gonna somehow get in your house. That's like the whole premise of it, right?
He does magically appear in people's house.
It's like he's like like this man can't die because you're afraid of him. So honestly, if I just say swiper no swiping, he disappears. Like,
at least that's the hope. Like, he does get his power from the fear of the community, but at the same time, like, people stood up to the dude and he still whacks them. Like, this ain't Jason in New York where you're gonna box him, almost knock him off the roof, and then get your head knocked off. Michael Myers will play that.
I watched a clip of that recently. Homie was just eating them punches and walking backwards. He wasn't getting knocked back. He was just
walking backwards?
It looks like he's just walking backwards.
I haven't seen it in ages, but it's still one of my top tier scenes of horror movies.
Super fun fact about that. Well, technically he is like getting pushed back because super fun fact, the guy who plays Jason told him to, like, the actor to just straight up punch him. And so this man took like the 12 full-on force punches because he wanted to get it done right the first time without them having to, you know, constantly cut in whatever.
Yeah.
And so he's like, yeah. So he just ate those punches, like actual punches, like they weren't shit.
That's wild. I didn't know that.
It's terrifying. Also, how bad do you feel that you punch this man, like just straight up punch this dude like 16 times and he's just standing there?
That's wild. Like, that as an actor, like, that would, like, I'm not one for I just totally lost method acting. Thank you. I'm an actor and I can't remember thinking because I hate it so much. I'm not one for method acting, but that would definitely play into it. Like, you're punching the dude, you're punching him, you're winded because you're straight up boxing this dude, and then he doesn't, like, even though it's in the script, like, you're expecting him to fall because you're hitting this man for real. And he doesn't. Like, that would be terrifying just as an actor. Like, that's real fear on the face.
Yeah, it's something.
People at home don't know, but we do this thing where Alec and I and other friends, we watch horror movies in our Discord server. Have you watched anything recently, Alec, that you want to recommend to the people for the end of the spooky season?
Spooky movie wise,
yeah.
If you want something that's kind of like, if you into serial killers, The House of Jack built's, I guess, pretty good. I think it's a weird movie for sure. And like I don't know if I like it or not, but I think it's a really good, decent look into like the mind of a sociopath to an extent. Yeah. It is kind of disturbing. There are some pretty disturbing scenes in it. So like, but also I feel like a shock factor, but also bootleg that shit because the director's kind of a piece of shit. So
fair enough. One movie that we watched recently that I just recommend just for the fun of it is Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey.
Oh yeah.
Just because it's Winnie the Pooh made into a horror movie. It's not great by any means, but it's not bad. Like I've seen worse horror films, and like there's a lot of like entertaining aspects to the movie. It's not scary by any means, but it's a lot of
into it thinking like, wow, it would be ridiculous if Winnie the Pooh was made into a horror film, and then realize that it is as ridiculous as it sounds. Also, if you're an aspiring pimp, you can learn a thing or two for sure.
True.
Yeah.
That hand is strong for Winnie the Pooh.
Movie I do actually recommend. I don't know if it's horror, but The Devil All the Time, pretty solid. I like that one a lot. Really good.
True. Yeah. We haven't watched them yet, but if you guys are looking for things to watch, because they're on our list, and we only watch like 1 or 2 a week. Pet Sematary, Bloodlines, that's on Paramount. I've heard good things about it. The new Exorcist movie with the 2 girls looks amazing. I want to see it. It just came out earlier this month.
Talk to Me looks fun.
Talk to Me, yep. Saw 10. If you're into the Saw movies, I've heard Saw 10 is actually fantastic and has extra things at the end of the movie to stay for. You got Totally Killer, which is a nice little old school movie. It takes place in the 80s. And we got a lot of movies coming out in 2024. We got, in Five Nights at Freddy's, if you're a fan of that series. The show movie came out. Heard good reviews about it as well. But in the future, you have Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey 2 coming out in February.
And they got Tigga in it. A Quiet Place, a spin-off, is coming out. Its first spin-off. Jordan Peele's directing another movie. So if you like Nope and Us or Get Out, you're in for it. Beetlejuice 2 has been announced. Another Alien has been announced. There's so many movies out there for people who love horror films like us. Smile 2 is coming out. If you haven't seen Smile, I recommend it. It's a slow burner, but I enjoyed it a lot. And then Megan 2 is coming out. And then The Exorcist is coming out. There's so much stuff coming out. I didn't like Megan.
You didn't like Megan?
No, I thought it was dog shit.
I thought it had
potential. I love Chucky. So, like, I feel like Megan is what happens if Chucky tried to take itself seriously. Like, if Child's Play was ever a serious movie, that's what Megan would be, and I think it's pretty bad.
True. It was a more serious conception of a horror movie. It didn't seem if it's like enjoyable, funny parts, and it was more, ooh, it's real type thing. Speaking of Chucky, I don't know if you watch any of the TV series that's on Peacock in Sci-Fi. I watched like a few episodes. I was like, oh, it's entertaining. I think I watched most of the first season. The current season, I don't know how it got there, and I'm going to watch to find out. He's in the freaking White House.
He's in the wait.
Yeah, he's in the White House, and like one of the like promos for it was showing him behind the like president's office chair with like the big red button.
Damn, that's crazy.
Which, like, thinking of Chucky, if he had access to the button, there is 0 time wasted in him pressing that thing.
You think? I don't think he's like that big of a piece of shit.
He just likes to kill, so I think he would maim the most people possible.
I mean, he has a son daughter that he cares about, so like he's a changed man, you know.
He does have twins in that TV series. Apparently.
He got twins now?
Yeah.
Well, technically, hold on. In the movie, the Child of Chucky, whatever the fuck it is called, technically it's like 2 souls in one, and they imply that they. So you know how Chucky's been trying to get his soul back in his own body?
Yeah.
And in the movie where he has a kid, it's implied that they do that. Like Jennifer Tilly's character,
Yeah.
it implies that she managed to separate the soul of their kid into two human children and herself back into Jennifer Tilly's body.
Oh, okay. I might saw a clip from the movie. I don't know if it was a clip from a movie or a TV show, but I saw a clip on TikTok, and it was of his like human daughter, talking to him in like he's locked up in a box, and she mentions her twin brother. So it could be the two souls inside the body. I don't know. It was out of context. I just like, oh, Chucky has a kid and a twin apparently.
Yeah. I don't know. It's a very weird series, man.
Speaking of Chucky, so since we're still on Chucky, I don't know if I've ever said this in a podcast episode. I know you know this. When I was younger, my parents would get me toys. I had like a Superman, I had a Batman, and then I had a Chucky doll. But when I was younger, I hadn't seen Chucky. So I played with my Chucky doll like it was a toy. And then I saw Chucky. And then I threw my doll away because it was the scariest thing I had seen in my entire life at that point. And I hate Chucky to this day. Like, I'll watch him, but it scares me every time.
It is too. It is pretty funny. It's pretty
traumatic.
Funny.
Traumatic experience.
I also do think it's weird that they sold the doll before it was a thing.
Yeah.
Unless like the movie came out around the time you got it and mom and dad decided like, oh, it would be funny because they're fucked up. It would be funny if we gave this kid a fucking murder doll. Right?
And it could have been they got it from a thrift store or something. Like, I don't remember when I got it. I thought it was like 5, something like 94, 95. 93 would be 5 years.
Yeah, I don't know. My favorite childhood movie horror movie was Scream.
Okay, yeah, good series.
Me and Xavier snuck and watched it.
Y'all snuck and watched all the scary movies that you weren't supposed to watch.
Yeah, for sure. But Scream's one of my favorite. I think it's just a dude wearing a stolen Halloween mask and, stabbing fools. He holds the knife kind of weird in my opinion, but like it's
to each their own.
To each their own. Actually, no. If you like Pinhead as like if you like the Cenobites as, you're a freak. You a freak. You fucking weird.
I still haven't watched. I think we watched that one Hellraiser.
The new one?
Yeah. And I haven't watched any of the other ones before. Or yet. Probably you never will. I have no clue how it works. I watched that new one. I still am not sure how it works.
Yeah, so essentially it's just the box summons demons and the demons come and take you away. That's it.
Oh, okay.
It's supposed to be like a sacrificial, like, bad genie thing or something. I don't know. It's crazy. It's weird.
I thought he was an alien for most of my life.
He's from hell. And then you
got
got the one that has like you got the one that's like has his nipples showing, that have like the fucking hooks on his nipples pulling them and shit. Yeah. If you like Cenobites as like your favorite horror, you're fucking. Like, I'm not judging you too hard. Like, we could be homies. Just know I ain't watching shit with you. Like, don't ever invite me out at night or some shit because I don't trust you.
Well, that was our ploy to movies and stuff. But getting back to the unlocking of the door and you struggling.
Yeah, I'm not really good at it. Like, I don't know. Tell people that my hand-eye coordination is dog shit. That really hurts my feelings.
But so the door that we go in through, he struggles to unlock it and struggles to lock it. I struggle to lock and unlock the door from the outside. But I lock the door every time I go past it at night because I ain't trying to have anybody break into our house. True. I don't know if you've noticed this, but I lock the door when I go into the bathroom because I have the bathroom by the door that we go into. And when I come out the bathroom, the lock on the door is moved from where I left it, as if someone was trying to unlock the door. So, like, it's one of the turny things where up and down means locked, left and right means unlocked. So you move it.
So unlocked, brother. It's a door lock.
So like I turn the handle so it's up and down, straight up and down. I will come out of the bathroom and it is turned at a diagonal to the left. Like someone was trying to unlock it. Have you noticed that in our house?
Diagonal alley. Yeah, dog. There's been times. I mean, just the other night, we were taking a nap and I was woken up because I thought someone opened up the door, but I didn't hear like anyone say anything like they normally do when they enter the house.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I was very certain someone opened the door.
That's true. I do remember it.
And like, I wasn't asleep.
Yeah. You were laying down drawing. I was on my computer with my earphones and I didn't hear anything. But I remember you getting up out of your bed and like walking into the living room to see.
Yeah, because like I swear I heard it open. When I'm on my bed, I don't listen to music or nothing when I draw. So it's just me and my thoughts. And my thoughts aren't that loud. And they usually don't make noises. They just tell me bad things, man.
And that's not the first time that you've heard it. It's not I didn't hear it in that instance, but there's times where I will have my earphones in, listening, watching a video, super loud, playing a game. Like I'm multitasking already on my computer, and I will hear, because when our door opens and closes, I don't know if it's the air or what causes it. There's a shift in our house that lets you know the door has been opened and closed. Like the building moves for a quick second. And so when that happens, I know someone's went outside, took the dog out, whatever. And I'll be sitting here and it'll just randomly happen. And I'll get up and look and the door's still locked. So it's weird, like weird happenstance with that front door. Like our mom talked about she's went outside before and come back to the lock being turned on her while she was outside.
Yeah, I've been locked out too. I've had to use the key under that we keep somewhere. I had to use our spare key to get it.
That's in the truck.
That's in the truck. Yeah, don't fucking say that either. They're busting
break in my truck. Break in my truck. I don't got insurance. Don't break in my truck.
It's not in the truck. I swear. But yeah, it's a weird thing, and it's just like I always think it's one of y'all messing around too much because I don't know, but yeah, it's happened.
It happens enough that we yell because our mom goes out and she has a life and she lives a life, and so when she comes home, we'll ask if it's her, and so we know if we had to go get up and go beat someone's ass. So obviously, it happens enough that we ask who is out there, and every time she comes home now, she just says it's me. Because it happens so often, we think we hear the door so often that we're constantly getting up and looking.
Yeah.
Maybe we're just paranoid, schizophrenic.
I'm always paranoid. But it doesn't help. Look at me do a transition. But it doesn't help that weird things happen outside as well.
True. That
kind of lead to it. Such as things getting moved. Even while we're like in the living room, you can hear things in the carport move, and so you check quick, and there's nothing there. You know, the dog's freaking out at random times when there isn't anything there for sure. Because like we're there and can see it at the time. My least favorite thing, I don't know if you've ever heard this, but a lot of times at night when we're letting the dog out, we don't go to bed till like 3, 4 a.m. Sometimes 6, whatever, it doesn't matter. It's we let him out within like 1 a.m. to 5 a.m. for his like final potty time, and occasionally you hear a laugh.
Yes,
and like it started maybe like a year and a half ago ish. The first time I heard it, I think I told you I was taking the trash down our driveway.
We heard it the same night because you heard it.
No, this was before.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah, because I was taking out the trash, and it was a time I told you I thought heard it coming from like 3 or 4 houses down. Of just someone laughing, like annoyingly, like laughing, and I was like, I don't know how you're that loud inside your house. Because you can hear noises from outside the houses here because the walls are dog shit. But that was the first time I heard it, and then I think I heard it like one more time closer, but it still sounded like it was kind of in a house. And then there was a night that like I heard it that you said that you heard it too. And that time I heard it like way closer. It was like in the backyard. When I was letting the dog out.
Yeah.
And that was terrifying. And then like 2 nights after that, I heard it again, but it was like in the neighbor's yard.
Mm-hmm.
And our neighbors are very close. There's literally like maybe a 4-foot distance between the houses.
Yeah.
So hearing it in like behind our house, kind of behind our yardish area, and then hearing it to the right, but also hearing it before way down the street, I have no idea what it is. But it is a laugh. And it's not constant. It's just like a and then you'll look, like it sounds weird to say you look and you stop, but like you look and it's like it goes on and stops for a little bit. And then by the time you're like done looking, you do something else, like a minute passes and it starts up again.
Yeah, and people at home are probably like, "Oh, this is the hyena." I would not hyenas. Obviously, we don't have hyenas in Arkansas. There's other animals and creatures that can make what would sound like laughing. But it's not an animal noise. It is very humanoid in sound. And the fact that it moves so freely. Because like you said, I first time I heard it was outside. K-Dot was looking for a spot to go poop. It was super dark, other than like the moonlight, and like it started a good distance away. And the whole time K-Dot was sniffing, and like he finally started squatting, and it moved towards me at a rapid pace to the point that K-Dot stopped pooping mid poop and like bolted to the house. So when K-Dot, for people that don't know, that obviously don't know us, when our dog poops, he takes a bit, he squats, he poops, he looks around while he's pooping, sniffs the ground while he's pooping, and then he'll finish pooping, look around again, and then trot to the house as a happy little dog, like, "Ooh, I went poop," and he trots to the house. It's cute. Didn't do it that night. He didn't look around. He was just looking in the field, looking at the noise that I was looking at, and like cut off its poop as it started moving towards us, and bolted to the house. Like, it hurt my arm because he pulled the chain to its full extension. And like, I haven't heard it in a little bit. And that's the other thing. It wasn't like I heard it about 3 times and then it just went away. If it was a creature or an insect or something making it, it would be something that would happen more often, to at least in my thought process.
Yeah, I feel like it would happen more often. It wouldn't be as sporadic. I also feel like we're kind of far away from the town, so we don't have a lot of light pollution. So when the moon's out, it lights up the yard, right?
Yeah.
And this shit has happened when the moon has been out, and like you don't need a flashlight or anything going outside because it is very bright out from the moon.
And we have a huge field behind us that.
Yeah,
like, when this happened is empty. Like, it has been, he has mowed it for his hay, so it is an empty field. And so it's not like they're hiding behind haystacks or hay grass.
And so, like when the moon's out, you can see down the field pretty good, pretty decent distance at least. And yeah, it's weird. It's a very weird thing. It gives me the same vibes as like I had a few days in a row where I would take a dog out at night because I would do it before bed, and K-Dot wouldn't go in the backyard and he would just stare up and start growling at the rooftop. And it's just like, okay, well, I guess you don't have to poop. And I just like go back inside because honestly, if he growling and barking at shit on the rooftop, I'm not going to get plunge attacked today.
I'm not about that life. When I take him out there and he starts growling, I'm like, nope, let's go, K-Dot. We'll go back outside in an hour. Like, because he does, like, you were like, oh, he growls a lot. He doesn't growl a lot, and that's the thing. Like, he only growls if something is intimidating to him. Uh, he rarely growls at people. He only growls when there is something that he doesn't know and he can't see or make out. Because we'll hear a noise in our house that I see him look at it. I ask Alec if he heard it, and he will start growling and look down the hall as if there's something like looking at him that he can't make out. And that's the creepiest thing. Like I am a firm believer in the paranormal being real. I believe that Alec is more sensitive than I am, but I still feel that I'm sensitive when it comes to paranormal things.
No, you just
and I believe that animals also have that instinct to. I hate you. Also have that instinct to sense things that aren't perceived by the naked eye. And so when an animal starts reacting to something that you can't see and they can't see, and you know you need to do something and run or hide or fight.
Something else I've been experiencing a lot in the last 3 years we've had KDOT is when I take them outside, and this has happened during the day as well. So this one's weird. When I take them outside, there will be times where for a while, for like the first year we were at this place, when with KDOT, there were a lot of dogs roaming. So I just kind of chalked it up to like a dog roaming. But after a lot of the people moved out that had these dogs that roamed, which has been 2 years, I've heard it a few times. And when I'm outside, it sounds like something is running up on me through our yard, like from behind me. So if I'm in the backyard, they're coming through our front like area, past like our vehicles where we parked in like the carport. Very weird, because obviously I turn around, especially at night, like because something's coming. Like you can hear it; it's rustling the grass, and nothing will be there. And again, this has happened during the day too. Like it sounds like something is running up on me, and a lot of times it sounds like an animal, because of just like how much like sound is like pattern and shit is coming, right? So this is why I thought it was the dogs at first. So that's super weird. And then like 2 weeks ago, I heard for sure human footsteps rustling in our front yard while I was in the back and K-Dot was pooping. And K-Dot didn't like full acknowledge this. But then I heard it coming up behind me, and it was coming quick. To the point where like I pulled out my phone and hit the flashlight and was like, "Hey yo," because I thought someone was running up on me. And it wasn't as close, but I did see a silhouette going behind our truck into the neighbor's front yard. I didn't pursue it because K-Dot was still pooping, and it sounds really weird, but like I wasn't gonna interrupt his poop.
Yeah.
And it definitely was a person. I fucking hope so. Because I definitely saw the silhouette of a person. But I couldn't, like, even with my flashlight, it was just a silhouette. I could not make out what they looked like. Unfortunately, it was, like, not a moon day. Like, the moon was only, like, a small crescent, and it was cloudy. So it's like...
And that's the thing. Like, so I've experienced that as well. I haven't seen anything, but, like, there are, like, rare instances where my fight or flight is so strong that like I react to it, where like I have no choice but to react to it. And it happened. It was a dark night. I had K-Dot out. He was going pee and poop. And as I'm standing there, I hear what sounds like someone walking. And it's not unusual. We live in a cul-de-sac, so someone could be out walking at 2 a.m. Who knows? But then I stop hearing the walking, and all of a sudden, just the hair on the back of my neck stands up, and I go instantly into a fight like someone's about to fight me. And like I whip around and look back by my truck, by our entryway, and just stare into pitch blackness as if something's there. Like it just felt like something was staring back at me, ready to fight. Like I didn't hear it leave, I didn't hear it come. K-Dot came and he looked that way as well, and we just stood there for a minute until like nothing happened, so I made him come into the house. But like I've never experienced it with any light out there, because I don't go out with my phone. I just go out there. If it's dark, it's dark. I squint and try to make out him pooping, or just wait for him to come back to me. And so, like, there was no flashlight to flash over there. It just that feeling of something was trying to hurt me.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of it. I don't like things running up on me, especially at night. So it's kind of weird. Yeah. The person I was ready to fight for sure. No, no. I think that might have been the last spooky thing that's happened.
Here
again,
recently,
that was only like 2 weeks ago. So like,
yeah.
Yeah. When we were in Wisconsin, spooky shit happens all the time. Like it got to the point where our uncle, who doesn't believe in ghosts or any of that, is mad because he thinks that we left something in his attic. We used to sleep in his attic. It's a third floor. It's a second floor, not a third floor. It's a second floor that was used to be an attic that was renovated into 2 bedrooms. But you can hear something just walking up there all fucking day and night, like all day and night. It sounds like someone is just walking around up there,
and even sleeping up there. Like it's never
God,
a good feeling.
All right, I'll tell you guys a secret, big time. Okay, I'm kind of a bitch. It happens. I am afraid of the dark to an extent. Okay, I'm more afraid of like the silence now than like not being able to see, if that makes sense. Because I'm afraid of like hearing what bumps in the night versus seeing what bumps in the night.
Mm-hmm.
But at my uncle's, there was a light switch right next to my door that commanded the middle room. That was in between me and Randy's room, and so like the hallway, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
My door, I never shut my door all the way. And I slept at the time. I used the like bed mat that I bought off of Amazon for $100. And I would only have a light on in my room, like my TV playing music or something, right? So just a little bit of light. That's all I need. And Randy would have, I think he would have also his TV playing, but I couldn't really see his light too well. But mine, the rooms are small enough that my little TV illuminated the whole room, and I could kind of see out of the crack in my door into the hallway. But one day, I was trying to get to sleep, and I just like had that paranoia feeling that you get, like you're being watched or something. And I looked up, and I swear to God, I saw someone staring at me. And I like jumped up and walked to the back of my room while staring at it. And eventually, like, I either woke up or it moved. I don't know. But I like kind of kicked open my door and turned on the hallway light and then went back to sleep. Because honestly, if a ghost is going to do something to you, there ain't nothing you can do.
True.
So you just ignore it.
That upstairs is creepy. Like, I never saw anything, but I would sleep with my head near the door, and like there were plenty of times where I would wake up with the feeling that someone was watching me, and it just wasn't a good feeling. Never a peaceful sleep up there. It always felt like I was streaming, and I would look into the hallway because I felt like someone was judging me, watching me play video games. Maybe it was just in my side of my mind, but it always felt like someone or something was like actively participating in my life up there.
Yeah, I don't know. All I know is that the walkies and the stuff all happened. Like, while we were there, I worked like security and stuff, and my uncle thought I was home. And during that time, I was working like mad hours. And my uncle thought I was home all the time when all it was just the walking upstairs.
Yeah, in our rooms.
In our rooms as well. Yeah, and so. At least we respected the privacy to an extent while we were there. But yeah, when we go back up to Wisconsin, we stay with our uncle. We sleep in his living room, and you just hear it. It's so loud and so often. Like I wish I could say it's the house settling, but honestly, it's just so awful and often, man. And it sounds exactly like someone just walking around upstairs. Like, if the house is settling, it's settling way too fucking hard. We need to leave. Like, we ain't small boys to mistake it for us. Like, that, I'm just saying, that's some shit.
Before we end the episode, I just want to talk about our goals with you guys out in the listener land. Me and Alec, like, obviously we enjoy paranormal things, cryptic things, mystical creatures. That's what our podcast is
like
about.
Women.
We enjoy those. Women, men, women. Yeah, awkward. No,
you said mystical creatures, so I was just adding on to that.
Oh, yeah.
What are you trying to say, dog? Is this...
You interrupted me and messed it. No, we want to do our own like paranormal like research things, go to haunted places, record, make videos, podcasts with people who have experienced things like this, talk to them about their experience related to our experience. But we need your guys' help to do it. When you listen to our episodes, we really need you guys to like, share, comment, so we get some traction on our episodes, so more people hear it, more people see it. Because as much as we would love to make that content just for ourselves, it does cost money, and we want to have people actually see what we're doing when we make this content. So if you guys hear this, make sure to like, subscribe, everything that we always say at the end of the episode. But for real, do it, share with your friends. Tell people about it, get them to listen to it, get them to watch our channel, because the more we get, the more we can do, and we have some really cool ideas that we really would love to do, and, you know, honestly, we're probably still going to do them because we want to, but we would love to share them with everybody. And this is coming, one final thing, we're watching a series that I would recommend for you guys to watch, because it's very entertaining. There's this YouTubers named Sam and Colby. They have 10 million subscribers, and they're releasing a video where they spent 7 days in the Conjuring house. So the movie The Conjuring, they spent 7 days in the house. We watched the first episode. We're in the second episode right now, and just what they did in the first episode alone was wild and crazy and really unbelievable for a lot of it. And it's things that we want to experience as well.
True.
And so we need your help to do it.
True.
And with that, Alec, it is the time that everybody listens for.
For sure.
The whole episode waiting for it.
For sure. This one's actually shout out to the parents who had plans with their kids to dress as something, but, you know, they're kids and didn't want to go as like Goldilocks and the Three Bears or something, and decided to go as like Lightning McQueen, and you had to just play along, and now you're Mater walking around with this kid in a car costume. You're the real heroes, making the real sacrifices.
You're the broomstick to Ron and Hermione.
Yeah, Ron and Weasley.
Ron and Weasley. Mixing up all the words. But as always, thank you guys for listening to our podcast, listening to our episodes. We appreciate it all. We just reopened our store full of stickers, prints, and t-shirts called freealekei.store.
True.
FREEALEKAI.store. A lot of cool things. STORE store. A lot of cool things. So give that a check. Go to our blog. Go to our Facebook page. We post everything there. Our Twitter. We're everywhere. We're trying to get as many people to join the ride as possible. So thank you guys for showing the love that you do. Trust us, it doesn't go unnoticed. We're at above 2,500 listens in our lifetime on a podcast. So obviously people are listening, and it's amazing. Thank you. Thank you to our grandma for always sharing our stuff. Thank you to our mom. We guys are the best. Thank you.
Thank you.
And until next time, have a great day.
Have a great day. Bye.
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 Bro, you stutter so goddamn much. That's insane. Ron to the Weasley. Go check out you guys? Bro, come on.
Thank you for listening to Hypothetically Sound. We hope you enjoyed the episode. All episodes can be found at hypotheticallysound.podbean.com, as well as on Apple, Spotify, and Pandora. For full unedited video versions of the podcast, please visit us at youtube.com/hypothetically sound.